Everyone, what's going on? I am here for the final game of the Premier League. It's the last chance for us to make a difference with the deadline on Sunday at 2:30. Every point counts. I'll be recapping game week 37, diving into game week 38 strategy, and revealing my team for my transfer plans. And I'm going to be building a dream team of the week, basically a free hit team. Let's make this a big finish. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, so firstly, we're just going to recap game week 37. I scored 60 points, well above the average, and I'm pretty happy. Martinez got 6 points, Vardiol 2, Munoz only got 1 point, and Konate also got 1 point. My defense was a little bit quiet. In midfield, Saar scored 5, Salah got 2, Bowen delivered with 8, and Burmo scored 5, and Rogers, my captain, brought me a massive 12 points. Up top, Marmoush hauled 8, and Wisa smashed it with 10 points. I was optimistic with my City and Palace players, and they did play. Saar and Marmoush delivered. Rogers as captain was a bold move that so happened to pay off, and I am very happy about that. What did you guys score in game week 37? Let me know. Okay, so a little bit of a deep dive. Let's dive into game week 38. It is the final game week, and all matches kick off at the same time on Sunday. That means we need to wait until the very last minute for team news. Leaks, I think, will be crucial before the 2:30 p.m. deadline. FA Cup final last week still has me thinking about rotation for my City and Palace players, but if I'm honest, I am feeling good after they played in game week 37. Plus, many teams have something to play for. Champions League spots is a massive one, Europa League, or honestly just pride to finish the league. So now let's look at a few teams to target. Bournemouth are at the top of my list. They've got a home fixture against a relegated Leicester. Their defence has been solid and their attackers are on set pieces. I'm loving their potential for massive hauls. Newcastle are another shout. They're at home to Everton and are fighting for a Champions League spot. They'll be motivated and their home advantage makes them a prime target. I've got Isak, and I'm hoping he plays. West Ham are also looking good. They are hosting Ipswich, who might be on the beach after relegation. I've got Bowen, and I'm feeling confident after his 8 points this week. Aston Villa are in the mix as well. They're away to Manchester United, but United might be tired after the Europa League final, so Villa's attackers could feast. Chelsea have a decent shout away to Nottingham Forest. They are pushing for Europe, and their key assets are still in play. Finally, Arsenal against Southampton away is tempting. Southampton are relegated, but I'm worried about rotation for Arsenal stars. And on the flip side, we'll have a look at some teams to avoid. Manchester United are distracted by the Europa League final aftermath. They might rotate heavily against Villa. Spurs are in a similar spot after their European commitments. I wouldn't trust their lineups. Liverpool could be tricky too. I've got Salah, Konate, and Bradley, but there is a chance of rotation against Palace. Salah is probably the only locked-on player, so I'd suggest checking for leaks before the match. I'm feeling okay about my Palace and City players after they played in game week 37. Eze and Mateta did not start, but came on late. Eze with a nice little goal. I think they're both likely to start against Liverpool, but I wouldn't really suggest buying them. Now let's have a quick look at some captaincy contenders. Captaincy for game week 38 is a big decision. Salah is the safe option. He's at home to Palace and he'll want to put on a show in his final game. Bowen's on my radar too. He's been consistent with 8 points last week, and Ipswich at home is a great fixture. I've got Rogers against United. He's a differential option with a high ceiling after his 12 points for me as captain last week. Burmo against Wolves is another shout. He got 5 last week, and Wolves might be on the beach as their season is basically done. For those chasing rank, differentials like Bournemouth attackers or even Newcastle forwards could be game changers. I'll reveal my captain later on, so stick around. Let's talk chips. Chips in Game Week 38 are going to be crucial if you've still got them. If I had a free hit, I'd load up on Bournemouth, Newcastle, West Ham. Those fixtures are far too good to miss. Triple captain, if you've still got it, Salah would be a safe bet, but a differential like Bowen could be a rank changer. Bench boost, if you've got it, no more game weeks left. So even a weak bench is worth playing. I've already used all my chips, but I'd love to hear how you are going to use yours. Now for the differential of the week. My differential of the week is the Bournemouth attacker. I'm going with Evan Nilsson. He's up against a relegated Leicester at home. His ownership is low. So if he hauls maybe a goal or two, he could skyrocket your rank. He is a sneaky captaincy option for those chasing. Who's your differential? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so it's time for my team selection, little team reveal. So my Game Week 38 team, I'm going to be going for a 3-4-3 formation. In goal, I've got Raya against Southampton. I'm hoping Arsenal don't rotate too much. But Southampton are relegated, so I'm expecting points. At the back, I've got Vardiol against Fulham, Konate against Palace, and Bradley also against Palace. Vardiol only got 2 last week, but I am optimistic he'll play. City do need a win for Champions League football. Konate has been quiet with 1 point, but I am backing him, and Bradley's likely to get minutes now that Trent's move to Madrid is basically done. In midfield, I've got Salah against Palace, Bowen against Ipswich, Burmo against Wolves, and Rodgers against Manchester United. Salah's at home for the final game, and I'm expecting a big performance despite his 2 points last week. Bowen and Burmo have great fixtures after scoring 8 and 5. And Rodgers could exploit a tired United side after his 12-point haul for me last week. Up top, I've got Isak against Everton, Marmoush against Fulham, and Visa against Wolves. Now, Marmoush hauled 8 last week, and I'm optimistic he'll play again. I think City will prioritise the league. Visa smashed it with 10 points, and I'm backing him to deliver again, so fingers crossed. Isak's groin injury is a bit of a worry. He missed Game Week 37, and I'm not sure if he will be risked against Everton. On the bench, I've got Martinez against United, Sarr and Munoz against Liverpool, and Saliba against Southampton. Martinez got 6 last week, Sarr and Munoz scored 5 and 1, but I'm starting others. Saliba got a hamstring concern, and I'm worried about rotation, so I am benching him, mainly the hamstring concern. If we get early news that Saliba starts for some whatever reason, Saliba will be ahead of Munoz or Konate. I still have my 1 free transfer for Game Week 38, and I am very much debating my move. I'm considering Marmoush or Isak to Ollie Watkins. It all depends on the early team news before the deadline. Marmoush did get 8 for me last week, and I'm optimistic he will play. I think City will prioritise the league. But Isak's groin injury is a bit of a worry. He missed Game Week 37, and I'm not sure if he'll be risked in against Everton, even though Newcastle are motivated to win this match. Watkins has a great fixture against United, who might rotate after the Europa League final. I would love to bring him in. I'll wait until the very last minute for leaks. What would you guys do? Let me know. Let's talk captaincy. I was looking at Salah. He is the safe option at home to Palace, and he'll want to end the season on a high. He is chasing records. Bowen against Ipswich is tempting. He scored 8 last week for me, and he is a great fixture. He has a great fixture, sorry. And Mbeumo against Wolves has potential too. He did get 5 for me last week, and Wolves might have nothing to play for. They have nothing to play for. Rodgers against United is a differential shout. I captain him for 12 points in Game Week 37, and it is a good matchup. In the end, I am personally leaning towards Salah. He is the safest bet to double my points in the final game week, but I might change my mind based on team news. Who are you captaining? And that is my game week 38, last one of the season. I'm feeling good about my team after 60 points in game week 37. What does your game week 38 team look like? Are you making any transfers? Who are you captaining? And what's your dream team? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll be back next season for more FPL content. Let's finish the season strong. See you soon.